Okay, hello people and welcome back to another video. If you read the thumbnail, you'll see that this bad boy here is sold. Going to a new home, to a new owner. So yeah, we're gonna pull it out, make sure it starts up, runs okay, give it a wash, bit of a polish up here and there, do a couple other little things, and yeah, go from there. Cool. Okay, so why am I selling this, you may be asking. I basically need the money to fund, and this one, we're back in lockdown here again in New Zealand. Yeah, don't even go there. But the poor guy who's bought this, or who's paid for half of this, is in another part of the country, and he's not allowed to come up here and get it. So the poor guy's been waiting for weeks now. And we still don't know when we're going to be able to get it to him, so this video is a bit more for him, so I'll explain some of how the controls work, and maybe it's a bit of a teaser video for him, but at least he can get a bit familiar with it for when he finally does come and pick the bike up. So let's move some of this crap and drag the bike out into the sun and see if she starts, because she's been sitting for, I'd say, 6 months. So yeah, let's do that. Cool. Yeah, she's covered in a layer of dust, that's for sure. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to whip this cover here off by undoing this bolt here. Battery's under here. I'm just going to throw the charger on the battery for 5 minutes, just because it's been sitting for so long. These lithium batteries, they don't lose a heck of a lot of voltage over time, but if you run them flat, that's it, they're dead, and you've got to replace it. So we'll throw a wee bit of a charge on there and just get it back up. Okay, she's on charge. We'll leave that for 5 minutes and then we'll try and start her up. Okay, a couple of things that we'll go through. For those who don't know, these early K100 models, if they were left on their side stand for any period of time after the bike had been run, the oil could seep past the rings into the combustion chamber, and when you fired it up, it used to puff some smoke. Quite common on these early models. They fixed it subsequently in later models. If you leave it on the centre stand, it's not an issue, but I got rid of the centre stand on here because I didn't like it. I thought it looked too big and bulky, so I just leave it on its block of wood like this. If you stop at, say, a fuel station to fuel up and it's on its centre stand for a few minutes, you don't seem to have that problem. It's only when you stop the bike, leave it on its side stand for hours, days, whatever, then you'll get a smoky startup. So cool. This is my coolant overflow bottle, ignition switch, wheel sight glass. We'll just get it up on the centre. Even though these bikes, like I say, if they've been sitting on the side stand, you start it up and they're a bit smoky, they don't use oil. These engines are just bulletproof. This one had about 38,000 kilometres on the clock. I've seen these ones for sale locally here in New Zealand with over sort of 150,000, 200,000 kilometres on it. So this one's done nothing in all reality. Okay, so one other thing I'm going to do in this video for the new owner is explain what all these buttons do. Now if you've been following my channel for a while and you've been watching my videos of this build, I had one of these buttons here, turns the coolant fan on manually, and I did it like that a little bit out of laziness, but I'm going to change it, and I'm going to put this, this is the coolant sensor relay. I'm going to put this in and make it so the coolant fan comes on automatically. For the new owner, it was okay for me turning the fan on and off manually, but for this new owner, he doesn't need that sort of hassle. He just wants to ride the bike and know that it's not going to overheat. Now, when I was riding this thing on the open road, the fan does not need to come on. The temperature stays super cool. It was only when you got stuck in traffic, traffic lights, heavy traffic, that you could see the temperature start to come up and you would have to manually turn the fan on. But yeah, I'm going to put this in and do that for him. I'd also painted the forks before I put it away last, which is why they're looking a bit snazzy and flash compared to the rest of the bike. So yeah, we're going to give it a good clean up, give it a good wash and a wee polish. Yeah, I think I might have spilt some brake fluid on these forks because the paint just started peeling off. So I don't know how well you can see it, but we got 13.1 volts on the battery. Now the only problem I have with putting this in is to get to where my box of electrics are, is these two have to come off, seat has to come off, seat panel has to come off, tank has to come off. Hey, that's life. That's probably why I didn't put it in to begin with. Okay, so one other thing I have to do to make this bike road legal in New Zealand, we're supposed to have a reflector on the back. So I've got this one here, which I put on purely to get a warrant of fitness, and then I take it off again, but basically bolts up under here. Just looks a bit silly, so I just unbolt it, put it away, and then throw it back on for a warrant of fitness. Okay, let's see if she starts. So key on, top button is the starter button, hold and press till the engine starts. To turn it off, you can either turn the key off, or you can do a double press on this top one and that'll turn it off as well. So there's your fuel pump, 13.2 volts. There's our famous K100 smoke from being on the side stand. Just let it warm up a bit. So one of the downsides with this bike is this seat, and the new owner may want to change it, but because it's suede, and when it gets wet, she soaks in the water, man, and doesn't dry out very quickly at all. So okay people, well I'm going to leave this video here. Next video we're going to pull all of this off, get the tank off, get that relay in, so our fan is working on automatic, so the new owner has nothing to worry about. And yeah, I'm usually having second thoughts now. It looks bloody good when it's nice and clean. So no, she's sold. Alright, thanks for watching, and hope you enjoyed the video, and we shall see you in the next one, which will be, I'll start doing it tomorrow, because I've got nothing else to do. Okay, out of here.